And we're back with Bedtime Stories, Grownup Edition, Feast or Famine, Part 9. When we left off, Pastor Corey had gotten Deacon Davis all the way together about his nosiness and about Angela. Later on that evening, Pastor Corey boarded a commercial flight to North Carolina and popped up on Stephanie's doorstep. Stephanie was absolutely surprised to see him, and when she asked, "Since when we just show up at one another's door?" Pastor Corey said, "Since you're going to be my wife and you've been acting real suspicious." Listen, I've been real gentle with you, Stephanie, because I could tell that that's what you needed. I know that a whole lot of your tough exterior is a result of what you saw with your parents. So I try to be easy and let you be you. But clearly, that's not what you need in this moment, because the way you played with me on the phone earlier was absolutely unacceptable. Stephanie said, "I was just dealing with something. I had a lot on my mind." He said, "Well, whatever it is you're dealing with, we're dealing with. So tell me, what's going on, Steph?" Stephanie said, "CT, sometimes I'm going to have things that I need to work through before I could discuss it with you. I feel like you're pressuring me to talk about something that I'm just not ready to talk about yet." DT said, "And sometimes you're going to have to give me a straight answer when I ask, because I'm going to be your husband, and you're not going to be able to walk around for days or weeks processing and not communicating with me, because that's unacceptable." Stephanie said, "You keep raising your voice like that, and we're going to have to take this to the bedroom." CT said, "And that's usually the part of the conversation where I exit stage left to keep both of us saved. But I'm not going nowhere, Stephanie. I need an answer." Stephanie told Pastor Corey all about her doctor's appointment. Pastor Corey pulled Stephanie close to him on the couch and wrapped his arms around her as he listened and nodded and asked appropriate questions. And when Stephanie was done, Pastor Corey said, "Stephanie, I love you. I want to marry you because I love you. Whether we have children or not, I want to be with you. If I can't have children with you, then I don't want to have children. I suggest that we do two things. One, we trust God. And two, we see the fertility specialist. I'm with you. I don't want us to go through a bunch of miscarriages and broken hearts. I want what God wants. And I want us to do whatever is in His will. So whether that be IVF or adoption, if His will is for us to have children, we'll have them. God chose you for me, Stephanie, not in spite of who you are, but because of it. So will you at least see the specialist?" Stephanie agreed, and they hugged, and Corey said, "Now let me find out you like when I get a little aggressive." Stephanie said, "I do." Pastor Corey grabbed Stephanie, kissed her passionately, and said, "Now what you want to eat?" On Monday morning, Pastor Corey leaves North Carolina while Veronica lands in North Carolina. Veronica is scared to death. She doesn't know if she's carrying Travis's baby from his assault or if she's carrying Donovan's baby. Because of the laws in Texas, she can't afford to find out in her home state. So here she is in Marsh's office, laying on a table, getting an ultrasound. Veronica is shocked when the ultrasound reveals that she's only 9 weeks pregnant. It can't be Travis's baby. She is overjoyed. She immediately goes into planning mode. How is she going to break the wonderful news to Donovan? Several days pass. Stephanie's looking forward to her appointment with the specialist, and Corey's going to fly in for it. Angela is still on cloud 9 from her part 1 and 2 date with Q. Q and Michael are enjoying living in their new home. Melissa and Angel are enjoying going back and forth between their home at the estate and their home at Q's. Mom Brenda and Miss Bella are keeping an eye on the couple. On Friday night, Veronica has planned a special dinner surprise for Donovan. At her house, Donovan says, "What's all this, Nikki?" Veronica says, "Well, I have some news." She sits a gift bag on the table, and when he reaches inside and lifts out the teddy bear with the ultrasound picture pinned to his chest, he throws it across the room and says, "So you've been cheating on me?" Veronica's confused. She's like, "What? What are you talking about? Have you been taking your medication? Donovan said, don't change the subject. Who've you been screwing? Because this damn sure ain't my baby. Veronica says, what? I haven't been with anybody but you. Donovan says, well, how you know it's not Travis's? Veronica said, I flew all the way to North Carolina to get an ultrasound to make sure that it wasn't Travis's. And if it was, I would probably still be in North Carolina because I would have gotten a fetus deletus. Donovan said, well, you should have gotten that fetus deletus while you were there, and you should have came back and not said a damn thing to me about it, because it's not my baby. It's over, Veronica. I thought we were better than this. Yeah, we had some problems in the past. I did some things, but I expected more of you, Veronica. Veronica said, Donovan, have you lost your damn mind? I just told you that we're having a baby, and you in here ranting and raving, talking about I'm cheating and sleeping with other people? Like, what's wrong with you? Donovan said, Veronica, it's not my baby. Then he stormed out. Veronica was speechless. When she finally pulled herself together, she called Angela and told her everything that happened. Angela and the children are at Q's having dinner and a movie night. So Angela steps out of the room to take the call, and she's confused too. She works to calm Veronica down, and she suggests that maybe she have a conversation with Q to find out why Donovan will respond like that. Angela now knows that Donovan has a mental health issue, but neither of the women know anything about his sterility. When Q comes into the room with Angela and asks what's going on, she tells him, babe, this is a situation that I learned about as a result of the women's group, so I'm not really going to be able to share. But I think you might need to call Donovan. Q says, okay, I'm going to let him cool off first. Let's go back to this movie with the kids. Before they can get settled, Q's doorbell rings. On his front porch is Donovan. Donovan is ranting and raving. Q has to calm him down and let him know the kids are here, man. They don't need to hear all of that. Come on, let's go down to the man cave. In the man cave, Donovan gets temporarily distracted by the ambiance and compliments Q on his taste. Donovan hasn't seen the basement since he and Q collaborated to complete those upgrades. Q had Donovan install a beautiful bar, a theater area for sports nights, a built-in table with multiple chairs for poker night, outdoor covered patio area with a jacuzzi, an office with all the gadgets and gizmos galore that Q needs for his security, and a hidden panic room with a tunnel that leads out to an outdoor bunker. The man cave is now fully furnished and decorated in Q's signature colors, black and royal blue and white for his fraternity. Then when Q asks, what's going on, D? Donovan says, you'll never believe this. Veronica just gave me some little corny teddy bear with an ultrasound picture on it, talking about she pregnant and it's mine. Can you believe this? Q said, oh man, this is crazy. Donovan said, I thought she was the one, man. Q said, you was trying to marry her? Donovan said, nah, I'm not trying to do all that, but I thought she was the one though. Like, damn, you can't trust a big butt and a smile. Do you know how much self-control it took not to punch on her damn face? Q said, whoa, we don't. Donovan said, I know, but that's how I felt. Like, I felt like she had just tore my world apart, flipped it completely upside down. Like, I thought we was gonna have a good meal, get busy, like, and then she hit me with this bull crap. Q said, man, you need to calm down. Why not give her the same benefit of the doubt that you gave the other broads? Why not go see the urologist? Donovan cut him off and said, I'm not doing that again. I'm shooting blanks, man. It's not my baby. She's a liar and a cheater. I'm done with her. When they were finished, Q went back to Angela and told her what Donovan said. And when Angela questioned his reaction, Q told her, Donovan is sterile. Angela said, I refuse to believe that woman cheated on Donovan and is someone else's baby. You need to have a conversation with her. Matter of fact, we need to have one with her together. Meanwhile, Jada, Veronica's friend, the makeup artist, gets a call from Deacon Davis. He's inviting her out to a late dinner. She accepts his invitation and then drives off. She's been parked outside Q's house, where she followed Donovan when he left Veronica's. Deacon Davis says, you're a fine young thing, and I'm feeling everything about you. There's only one problem. I have my eyes on another woman, and I know that you have your eyes on another man. Jada said, "What you talking about?" Deacon Davis says, "I saw how you were looking at Q at the little engagement lunch picnic thing at Angela's house." Jada said, "Oh, you peeped that?" Deacon Davis said, "Yeah, I did. Now you and I can absolutely have a little fun, darling. But I think that we can help each other. If we do, we can both get what we want." Jada said, "So tell me what you thinking." Over the next few weeks, a lot happens. Pastor Corey flies back to North Carolina and goes with Stephanie to see the specialist. And not liking what they hear, he schedules another appointment in Dallas after Stephanie relocates. Stephanie relocates to Dallas and accepts a position with Angela's business as her public relations manager and marketing. Stephanie is a beast in the PR and marketing game, and she immediately hits the ground running. She's got Angela and Regina and herself flying all over the country, pushing Vibrantly You to all of the spas, all of the salons, and multiple magazines. She's doing press runs and media galore. The products are flying off the shelves. Online orders have almost doubled, and the product is already in 25 plus new establishments. When Stephanie sees one of the best fertility specialists in the country in Dallas, the couple finds out that one of her ovaries is completely not functional and the fallopian tube nearest it is completely clogged. The other is low functioning. A woman her age should have thousands of eggs. Stephanie only has hundreds. And that fallopian tube is severely restricted. Her uterus is healthy, but when they check Pastor Corey's sperm, there's another problem. While he's not shooting blanks, they find that the motility of his sperm is not necessarily what it needs to be to indicate that he has the healthiest sperm.